Nehemiah's mission, a blueprint for leadership and project planning. Let's take a look at one of the greatest examples of project planning in history, Nehemiah's mission to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. Nehemiah's story, found in the book of Nehemiah. This project is not just about rebuilding walls. It is about the leadership of rebuilding lives, strategy, and faith in action. Let's break it down in simple steps, using what we've learned about project planning. Nehemiah started with a clear problem. The walls of Jerusalem were destroyed, leaving the city and its people defenseless and ashamed. This wasn't just a physical problem. The broken walls reflected the broken spirit of the people. Nehemiah saw this as his mission, to rebuild the walls and restore both security and hope. To tackle this massive challenge, Nehemiah set clear objectives. His goal was to restore Jerusalem as a strong and honorable city. His purpose was to rebuild the walls so the people could live securely and confidently. And the outcome was straightforward: to complete the wall quickly, involve the community, and reignite their faith. But how did he measure success? First, the wall had to be completed, and he did it in just 52 days, a remarkable achievement. Second, the people were actively involved. Families and individuals each worked on a section of the wall, showing teamwork and unity. Third, the city wasn't just physically restored. The people celebrated with joy and renewed their commitment to God, which showed the deeper success of the project. Verification was simple too. Nehemiah regularly inspected the wall, ensuring progress was steady. The finished wall stood as proof that the project was completed. Beyond that, the renewed sense of faith and community among the people confirmed that Nehemiah's work was meaningful on every level. Of course, there were challenges, such as his enemies, and this is where Nehemiah's patience and planning came in. He assumed the people would respond to his leadership, but he didn't take it for granted. He prayed to God and prepared for opposition, assigning guards to protect the workers. He also planned for resources, asking the king for timber and permissions before starting. Nehemiah's patience allowed him to anticipate problems and solve them before they became obstacles. So what can we learn from Nehemiah? Clear goals, detailed planning, praying, teamwork, and focusing on the bigger picture are all critical. Nehemiah's project wasn't just about building walls. It was about building hope, unity, and faith in people. He took the time to align every step with his purpose and trusted God for the strength to succeed. Let's see what you have learned. Nehemiah faced a tough challenge. What was one key reason his project succeeded? A. He rushed through the steps to finish quickly. B. He relied solely on himself to solve every problem. C. He set clear goals aligned to God's will, involved the people, and prepared for challenges. D. He ignored opposition and hoped they would go away. If you chose C, you are correct. Nehemiah's success came from having clear goals, involving the community, and preparing for challenges. His patience and planning ensured that every step aligned with the bigger purpose of restoring the city and its people. Nehemiah's story shows us how great planning leads to great results. He started with a clear problem, set specific goals, involved others, and stayed focused on the bigger picture. By being patient and preparing for challenges, Nehemiah turned a broken city into a thriving, united community. His leadership reminds us that taking the time to plan well makes all the difference, no matter how big the project.